Okay, we are back again. In the part, so in between last part and this one, I've done a little bit of grinding. Let's go onto my map here. So I came over here to where all those bandits were. And basically, this whole area around here is just full of bandits and saurians. So good grinding spot for discipline points specifically. I actually went a bit further than I intended to and ended up at that rest camp there. We'll be there sooner or later intentionally, but I didn't mean to go there yet. The important thing is I've now got the next level of elemental spells. So I'm on the beach here, just outside Cassidus, just to show them off. So first off, we've got the fire spell, Combustion. Creates a wall of fire, pretty powerful, very useful. Next there's the ice spell, Frigor, or Frigor. Creates a spike of ice, and if Listia didn't get in the way there, I could have shown something off, but I think she's trying to get in the way, you know? Let's face this way. She's trying to get in the way of this. Alright, well what's supposed to happen is it leaves behind a block of ice that you can jump on. Finally, just wait for my stamina to come back a little bit. The last spell is the Thunder spell, Brontide, which creates this sort of whip that you can use to attack things with. Yeah, so those are my new spells, and of course I've still got High Miasma and Necromancy. So why don't we carry on and do a few little extra things. I think there should be some side quests available in Cassidus itself right about now. Alright, and as you can see, I've hired these two pawns here as well. Just want to keep my team full. So I just tried to crack my knuckles there.
Hi there.
Oh.
Can anyone hear me? Pray, come and help!
This guy's literally in the well yelling for help, and you're just standing here.
Not as if I ever wanted to see down that cursed well in the first place.
Go in and help him! Fine, I'll do it. I'll go down there before I turn my lantern on, see if I need it. Yeah, I'm going to need my lantern in here.
What's this?
Place is fit to set the hairs on your neck to standing on end, huh? And with good reason. I'd thought to enjoy a quiet nip of the old spirits here, away from prying
Yeah, so
eyes, huh?
this guy's come down into the well to try and enjoy just a bit of a drink. Unfortunately, there's more monsters down here.
I went and stole a look. 'Twas monsters, sure enough.
Yeah, it's saurians again. I'm not going to bother hiding it. It's more saurians.
Them loose on the village, I thought. So I stayed here to hold them back. Lucky thing I thought to sneak a drink.
Yeah, I mean, if you hadn't come down here for a drink, we might not have known they were
Well,
here.
glad to see you, truth be told. I fear the beasts are beyond the means of this old man. Will you go and clear them out, cousin?
Yep,
Alright,
that's
thanks. And good luck to you. Don't leave a one of them alive. The path beyond is convoluted.
And he think he gives us another lantern, although we don't really need it.
Let this protect you. Take care.
Oh no, give us some throw blast. So let's set that as our main quest. Destroy the saurian nests. I didn't have any other quests going, did I? No, we'll just Okay, let's go.
This looks interesting.
Same place as last time, so we already know where we're going. Let's show off Combustion by incinerating these rats. Yeah, Combustion is powerful, but it doesn't have a lock-on, the same as the other spells do, so you have to aim it manually. The ice spell, Frigor, does lock on, but obviously it's not quite as large range for who it can hit. And the Thunder spell is practically a melee ability anyway, so you don't need to lock on, you just run up and hit stuff. Right, why don't I use it for the rats over here, just to show it off.
Seems it's been dead for some time.
Yeah, so with this one, it's light attack does this sideways double whip, heavy attack does this vertical whip, and jump calls down a few
I'll
bolts.
take that.
Okay, so there should be more Saurians down here. Specifically, the cave has actually gotten a little bigger since last time. This way would have been blocked off. And here we go, more Saurians. The first thing I want to do is get in a good spot to start casting. Yeah, so my new spells do take a little bit longer to cast. Because obviously they're more powerful. But I'd say the it's well worth the effort because the amount of damage they do is worth the time you spend casting. Yeah, so these are the tier 2 elemental spells. Any magic user can learn as far as these. Tier 3, however, will be sorcerer only, which is why I'm playing as sorcerer. I'm actually managing to damage the Saurians now, even without cutting their tail off, which, when we first came down here, we had to cut the tail off to do anything to them. But now we're just ripping through them.
No, they hold the advantage.
Yeah, so presumably these are like the same pack that we took on earlier when we came down the well. Just, well, more of them. Yes, setting the eggs on fire is also what you're supposed to be doing down here, but, oh, got a cutscene. So kill enough Saurians. Kill enough Saurians, and the big one shows up. I don't know if this is technically speaking a boss or not. Where is it? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's got a boss health bar, but it goes down to nothing, so... It's absolutely not a threat, this giant Saurian. I mean, not compared to actual boss enemies anyway. I mean, it's tougher than the regular Saurians, but I mean... Look at that. 2 spells and it's pretty much dead. 2 spells and it is dead. Yeah, so it wasn't much of a threat. Interesting to see, because, vague hint into the Saurians having some kind of society, because, look, they've got a leader who's much bigger than they are, but not a threat at all. You can actually pick it up and carry it, though, which is kind of funny. Let's just check something here. 21946. Put it down again. Yeah, so it weighs 200 kilos, that giant Saurian, which is more than twice my weight. Yeah, so now we've wiped out the Saurians. Now we need to destroy all the eggs so that more Saurians don't show up later. Just hit them with whatever you got. Fire tends to work well though, because it burns the eggs out. Fortunately for me, I have a powerful fire spell. It has just started raining outside, so I don't know if that'll pick up on the microphone at all. Hopefully it won't. Let's see, where's the rest of those eggs? That's outside in real life, not outside in the game. There's no weather in this game. There was actually originally supposed to be, though. That travelling trader, Madeline, would have different outfits depending on what the game's weather was. They ended up cutting that out, though, unfortunately. There's actually a lot of stuff from this game that ended up being cut out, which can be pretty interesting to look into. Like, as I said, there was going to be different weather. I think the world map was going to be bigger. Different classes. All kinds of interesting stuff. Hopefully, if Capcom ever make a sequel, which there's been rumours of a sequel for a long time. Hopefully, they'll bring some of that stuff back for the sequel to make a really fantastic game. And frankly, the way Capcom have been going recently, they just make good game after good game after good game, especially with their Monster Hunter stuff.
The beasts are slain then?
Yep, no more lizards.
Joyful news. I will sleep easy.
The thing is, though, you can actually come down in this well later on, optionally, and there's other monsters.
Here.
I mean, there's no quest for clearing them out, but you can get a bit of extra EXP, or hopefully get whatever items they drop.
Quiet drink.
Feel more familiar with this quest.
Learn what to do in this quest.
Okay, so that's that quest done. I think we might be able to do another quest while we're here in Cassidus. Yes, hail Pole, you worthless idiot. Just take my lantern off because I don't need that. May have noticed I'm actually wearing the bandit mask that I picked up in the last part. Because it actually had surprisingly high defense for just a bit of cloth wrapped around my mouth. Now I just want to have a little run around and see if the Valmiro quest is activated yet. Excuse me. Okay. Aha, that might be it. Okay, Valmiro. Yep, have we seen Valmiro? No, I have not. I mean, I have seen him, but not recently.
Another mad quest for flowers or bugs or whatever takes his fancy of late.
Yeah, so Valmiro is he's got a bit of a wandering mind. He gets interested in stuff and then walks off in random places. Yeah, we need to go find him, see where he is.
One of them must have someone.
Yes, this is part of the reason why I think Valmiro wasn't added until later into the game. Is that of the 7 main affinity characters, he just feels like there's not much attention placed on him. One thing I do want to do...
The guards in Grand Soren spend more time sleeping in their cups than protecting the realm. Doubtless the guard can keep order in a brothel or shake down an innkeeper for
So I just wanted to hear these lines.
But if that dragon comes...
Yeah, so he's just saying here that the guards in Grand Soren aren't going to do much against the dragon. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Valmiro quest is so easily missable that it feels like they almost forgot to add him into the game until near the very end. Anything here? Nope. So the first thing we should do is have a little look around and see if anyone's got information regarding Valmiro.
Valmiro? Forgive me, sir. I've yet to meet all the people of this village. Though, one moment. I did see a young fisherman not unlike...
Yeah, so this guy has seen Valmiro off near the shore. The first time I played this game I thought they meant the shore down, like, actually in the village, but no, they meant outside.
This is a place.
Yeah, so I was out there looking around all over the place, but no, you have to come out here through the gates. In your own time. And he should just be down here, I believe. Yeah, there he is. You can actually see him lying unconscious on the beach.
Help. Someone help me.
Look there. Someone lies fallen. Take care, Arisen. Sea monsters prowl the shoreline.
Yeah, he is passed out on the beach. 2-minute walk from the village gates. With no monsters around at all anywhere. I can only assume he got attacked by a seagull.
That was a bad idea.
What did you do?
Please. Herbs. I need herbs. That, please.
Okay, he needs herbs. Apparently, I thought you could just give him the potent green warish, but we need the regular kind, so I'll just run back to town and buy some real quick. I don't know why I have to give him the regular green warish. You'd have thought the better one would work, but apparently not. Why? I don't need to talk to the other villagers. I already know where he is.
Welcome back.
Okay, green warish. Now, in total we're going to want 6 for this quest, so I'll just buy them now. Just see if she's got any gear for us. Anything good? No, not really. That would boost my defense, but I kind of like the healer's cloak more, so I'll leave that on. No.
You only wish you always wish.
The shops do upgrade their inventory as you go through the game, specifically the one in Grand Soren, but the others do as well, so it's worth checking in with them every now and then just to see if they've got anything interesting. Okay, so we've got the Green Warish, now we can go rescue Valmiro properly this time. Because he's picky and won't take the better ones.
Look there. Someone lies.
Yes, I know someone lies fallen, we were just talking to him.
Sea monsters prowl the shoreline.
That, please.
So we'll give him the Green Warish. There we go. Now get up.
Many thanks, cuz. Might I ask what brings you
Have a
so
little
far
sippy sip of
afield?
my water.
You came in pursuit of me? Forgive me, cuz. I guess it's nothing.
Yeah, forgot to get my bottle today, so I just got a
What can I
glass.
say? I seize upon some idea. Perhaps I should say the idea
Yes,
seizes me.
Valmiro here is very impulsive.
Well, I suppose all is
He just
well
sort of
enough.
wanders around in
I'll go back
wherever
to the
he
gate with all
gets
speed.
the idea to.
I shall endeavor to limit my future explorations to nearby.
Yeah, so despite the fact he's just fainted 2 feet away from the village, he's now decided he wants to go and explore around the encampment. So
With this quest now. You'll be all right.
we need to go track him down again.
The view extends for leagues along the shore.
Yeah, this is a pretty simple quest, as I said. It's as long as you've got the Green Warish ready in your inventory, you can finish it pretty quickly.
Let's have a look at that rise in the land. We maybe ought to
The lay of the
harvest.
land defies conventional travel. Let us climb and leap as we must.
Okay, so it should just be around this way somewhere.
We can likely pass through here.
I am sucking on a throat lozenge again, so again I apologise if there's any
It is safest on the
odd
road.
mouth noises,
Perhaps we'll find all
but it
the
just helps
things
my
that
throat not become ridiculously sore after talking for 2 hours.
You could stand to commission some new that there.
And he's
It is
passed
you,
out
huh?
next to the encampment.
Not again.
What did you do?
Herbs. 2 of them.
Yeah, so 2 herbs. Here you go. Now get up again. I like my character getting increasingly annoyed with Valmiro.
After my last trial, I thought to bring herbs of my own. But
Sorry,
they were
you
used all
you
before
brought
I
your
took
own
them.
herbs, but you used them all
Caution is
between the
first
village
strong
and the
inspiration
encampment.
strikes.
It's a straight
Still,
road.
I count this journey a success, made more so by your
Oh
father.
good god, this guy is useless.
Perhaps to the Witchwood.
No, not the Witchwood. Don't go to the Witchwood. Off he goes to the Witchwood.
Feel more familiar
Okay, so
with
obviously
this
what you're
quest.
supposed to do...
Certainly has a talent for passing out.
Sorry, interrupted my pawn being sarcastic there. That's not what I meant to press. What you're supposed to do is obviously go all the way around here to the Witchwood again, take the long path through all those bandits again. But I just want to show something off here.
The Duke would stand a
So if you remember
commission
when we
in
last
fields.
went to the Witchwood, or the only time we've been to the Witchwood, there was that little place we had to hop down, and I said you could work your way back up. Now if you remember, we now have this ability. We can now hover, or levitate I should say. Maybe that goblin's hacked Valmiro, but
What else would you
it's all the way over
expect?
here.
With my help.
Ooh, treasure. I want
Look, those tracks.
some
Seems
Heartspur
there's
juice,
more
that's
than
always
one
good.
who lives in this wood.
Arisen, I'm at your side. This was a fine strike.
Okay, so here's that way up I told you about. Now what you can do, if you're a magic user like me, is run into that treasure chest, is you can sort of work your way up it.
Careful! A goblin!
No, didn't do that. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of fiddling, but you can, with I think every class except for warrior and fighter, you can pretty much cheese your way up that slope and take the shortcut into the Witchwood. Grab a cloak. Even if I don't need it, I can sell it. So we do now have to go the long way through the Witchwood to reach Valmiro, but that doesn't actually take that long to get through here. I think it's quicker than going up against all those bandits anyway. And we might find some treasure chests.
Well thick, this forest. The wood is uncommon dense. Almost as if it means to hide all away. Looks interesting. What's that?
Where's Lycia? Get over here. Why are you walking so slowly? No, over here. I want you to mine. Get me materials. There you go. Oh, no, she's not doing it. Fine. Oh. She has a quest? I don't think I've ever seen this.
We meet again.
Oh, no, it's just the herbs. One thing you can do with Celine here is give her certain herbs, like this southern oregano.
Herbs? Ah, for brewing ale. Very well.
And she'll make you these special healing potions.
I've been here alone since Graham died. I've stayed.
Look how much shorter she is than me.
About my journey with Graham. Why is it that I remember it so clearly when you are near? It's strange. I am not now as I was then.
Yeah, so she's very mysterious, Celine, which is kind of why I like her. There's a lot of intrigue around her character. Yeah, we'll obviously have to find out more about her later. So let's check that thing she gave me. Select herb ale, a stout draft brewed from the choicest of Celine's hand-tended herbs. So it heals everyone and restores stamina, but also inflicts sleep. Let's use it.
So weary. Awaken!
Yeah, because I guess we all got drunk and passed out. Wait, now she's got more to say to me. Did someone pick up more herbs? This is a nice place she's got here, I mean... You know, I wouldn't mind living out here.
Stray a few steps.
Except, you know, there's no internet, but...
It's strange.
Oh, one of the pawns picks more oregano. There we go. So let's head back through the Witchwood and find Valmiro.
Yet for all the danger, this pond feels quite comfortable here.
Heading backwards through the woods does cause the pawns to do their Witchwood dialogue again, but in reverse. Oh, not in reverse, like they're speaking backwards, but they say the lines in the wrong order. Get off! What did I just do? This shortcut might turn out to take a bit longer than I thought, but either way, I'm still getting to show it off. That's the important part. You coming? Fortunately, I know the way through the Witchwood, even backwards, so getting to Valmiro shouldn't be much of a hassle. Okay, keep going this way. And we're back at the stream, and he should be around here somewhere. I think he's just up here near the entrance. But, like I said, taking the shortcut can be quicker if you don't stop to chat to Celine, so... Alright, where is he?
The forests of southern Granices are ever... my back.
Oh, there he is. He's past the... He's on the path there, but, he's so beige that I didn't see him. There he is.
Yet again. Please, cuz. I need...
Well, I don't have herbs, but you can have this, I say, can't I give him the healing draft? Watch him get drunk?
1,000 apologies, cuz. Somehow, you always end up bearing my burden.
Yes, now go
I
home.
considered myself well equipped this time, truly. But my stores were heavy, the monster was quick of foot, and I lacked the everyday sense to avoid such a mess.
Yes, now go home. You know that this is problematic.
I shall confine my
There we go.
explorations to the village proper.
Yeah, so he's actually going to go home now and just stick to the village because it's safer.
I'll straight away to home, and no delay. You have my word on this.
Good, you'd better. Yep, so he's going to run off home now.
I've gained quest points.
Feel more familiar.
Luckily, he does actually mean it this time. He is actually going back to the village, so we can hop back to Gran Cassidus and go and check him, see if he's okay. So, let Carla heal me there, because otherwise she'll keep trying to cast that every 5 minutes. Well, 5 seconds, I should say. Okay, where is he?
The life of a salesman surely has its own flaws.
Yeah, I think now Valmiro should be... Oh no, it's just this guy again. Don't know where Valmiro himself is, but I'll have a look around and see if I can find him.
He's a wandering spirit. I know it pains him to cause worry, but he can't manage otherwise. In any case, cousin, you have my thanks.
I've gained quest points.
There you go, so that is the Valmiro, well, his first quest done. He does have another quest later in the game, but honestly we'll have to wait until we get to him. Is that Kina? Yes. That's the point. I'm going to show off now. So as you can see, she's glowing pink, and actually has blushes on her cheeks here. Kina's in love with us. That's what that
They
means.
speak of you in every
That's because she has...
They say the Arisen has
I don't think it's maximum affinity, but it's a high amount of affinity anyway.
I need to learn of the dragon and your wound, and so I.
Oh, there's Valmiro.
Now I think
You're in love with me too!
long as I have you here, I ought pass it on to you.
And he gives us an item. That's nice of
Now I
him.
think long as
Yeah, she gives us a few items now.
now I think long as I now I think long
You had a potent
I
greenwash.
am-
Could have used it.
Lesser this is a pearl, mistake me not. The world holds too many mysteries.
Yes, even after you just had to rescue him multiple times, Valmiro is still a...
I'll set sail
He still wants to be an explorer,
learn the
so...
way of the world. It sounds half a jest coming from me, but I speak it earnestly.
Yeah, he's planning on setting sail and actually exploring the world. Where'd Kina go? I still want to talk to her. There she is.
I spoke of you to the faith, but they had no.
Yeah, so she's tried talking to the church as we found out when we were talking to Celine, but the church aren't helping.
Seems my only hope is to pray. And I fear
And all she's really got to do now is pray, so yes, she's going to be standing here praying for us. That's nice of her.
Produce looks quite fresh.
Now, actually, I think we can get not exactly an important part of her quest line, but a part of it around now. But I think we have to start it in Grand Soren.
To support Crystal Master.
See, this is why I don't wear the DLC equipment. It always looks the same, and I don't like it.
So this is the Pawn Guild.
Beyond those gates lies
Okay, so I think the quest for Kina should be in here. Specifically on this board. No, not yet. Yeah, this one is always just more of those escort quests. The one for Mercedes gives you a unique shield, so if you want it, you know, that's quite good to go after, but obviously I'm not using a shield, so there's no point in me doing it. The Celine one is ridiculously difficult, because it takes you through like 5 packs of bandits and wolves and everything else, so there's one for Barnaby as well for some reason.
Here we can rest.
Okay, I think that's all of our side quests tidied up for the minute, so why don't we go do something actually plot important for a change?
Who among you has seen the dragon?
I have.
well glad to have the tone.
Oh, I just got an achievement. The Tourist. That must be for visiting lots of places, I'm guessing. So I'm going to keep running up here. Yes, this is the Noble Quarter, where it's mostly guards and well-off people, and in there is the Duke's Castle, but we're not allowed in yet, so if you try and go in, this guy stops you.
None may enter the castle without permission.
How about I set you on fire? I give him permission? That's the guy we have to talk to for our main series of quests next. Our next series of quests. Let's talk to this girl.
What is it? I shall thank you not to approach me so brazenly. 'Tis a wide gulf of class stands between us. You would do well to remember that.
Yeah, she's
I am so dreadfully bored.
We're going to be dealing more with this girl later. Actually, more importantly, we're going to deal with her father. I wonder if he's around. He should be around here normally. No, it looks like he's not about. That girl's father runs a shop that sells some pretty rare items. Pretty useful items, actually, I should say. So it's worth keeping an eye out for him, but obviously he's not here right now. Alright.
Ah, Arisen. My men have told me much of you. I have expected your visit. I am Sir Maximilian Eisenstern, captain of the hunt. So
That's
named
quite a
by
fancy
His Grace
name.
Duke Edmund Dragonsbane.
Eisenstern.
I beg your forbearance whilst I detail what is expected of you.
Yeah, so this guy is running the worm hunt. So we're sort of
The worm hunt license you carry permits the
we're just
bearer to
doing.
undertake the
We're not
most
actually going
vital
after the
task.
dragon yet. We're more just doing sort of extra stuff that will help
Those
find it.
missions given
I
by
guess
Duke Edmund himself.
it's a bit it's a bit convoluted.
Of late, all our will is focused on learning of and defending against.
Yeah, so we're more trying to learn about the dragon at the minute before we actually try and take it
A
on.
weighty task, to be sure, but one which the fate of the realm and its people rests upon. I am under orders to lend Arisen all reasonable aid as they might require.
Cool.
I would
Do you have
pray
any
return this assistance in
equipment for me,
time. Many
or
hopes are pinned upon you, sir.
no? He just gives us quests. Actually, he doesn't assist us in the slightest. It's
Show
us
you
who
the ready
assists him.
charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
Alright, so we've got 4 quests available here. You only have to do 2 of them, but I recommend doing all 4 anyway. So it's Decipher a Text, which is quite short. Route a Monster Infestation, which is quite long. Investigate a Cult, sort of medium. And Research Team, which is very tedious. Why don't we just do them in order? Decipher a Text.
Then here are the details. I have important work for you, though some is of a less urgent nature.
Yes, this one isn't particularly
The task
urgent,
at
as you
hand
just
is
said.
Just such a case. Will you take it on?
But we'll do it
As I
anyway.
was setting about to find work for you, I came upon this slate.
A
I know
slate?
not its origin, nor its age, but the writing it bears is old. So old, our men could only read a few words. Dragon, scar, arisen, heart. What little we know all points to you, sir. Best you should have it. If there's aught
Yeah, so,
written there, we need to
No one knows what this
Your
slate
task
is,
to
but
find out.
Maximilian found it, and he thinks that it could be related to us as the Arisen. So, here you go, the cipher. Seek those in the city who might shed light on the slate's queer script. Old use of the old version of the word queer there, that's quite interesting, I find.
Important locations, people, or objects will bear a
Do the pawns have any advice?
Ask around about
No.
this slate. Someone may know of its meaning.
Said
Okay,
maps
so you-
also appear on the mini.
Yes, thank you for telling me how the mini-map works. I've already figured that out.
These are like to be homes of members of the Duke's court.
I just want to talk to this kid again.
Talk is, some hero fit to slay the dragons come to Grand Soaring.
Yeah, it's me.
That you, is it?
I hope so.
I suppose you've a tough look to you, that's true. Still,
Yeah, I don't blame you for doubting me, kid. That dragon is like 50 meters long, so... one thing worth noting is on this set of stairs is a treasure chest. As far as I can tell, it always contains a skeleton key, so open it whenever you can, because those can be quite useful. As I actually mentioned this in an earlier part, it's like the mini-map is directing us the right direction, but how are you supposed to figure out that this random peasant in the field is who you're supposed to talk to for this quest? I mean,
what do I know of you?
even then he doesn't tell you anything, he just tells you to go somewhere else.
And I never even learned me letters. Alas, I'm a man of the sword, not the quill. Ask a scrivener, or a counterfeiter else.
Yeah, so he suggested we go see a counterfeiter, so we're going to go visit the forger, who everyone knows about and no one bothers to arrest. If you remember when I did that quest to get the book for Stefan, they said we could get a copy of the book if we wanted to, so this is the place we would go to get the copy. Probably should have showed it off then. I don't think I did I? Out the way, you lot.
Trade in a wide variety of
Here is the barber's shop. You can tell because it's got the sign out and it says barber's shop. So if you want to change your haircut, facial hair, I think a few other things as well, you can come in here and pay her to, give you a do-over. You can't do a full character rebuild, but it's just a few like facial details. Okay, keep running this way.
Mind the guards on watch, Master, and not suffer any untoward behavior lightly.
We meet again, friend.
Oop. And there's a Mason. I forgot he had a quest for me. I'll do that later. Yes, the Black Cat here is where we can get forgeries of items. If you somehow lose anything plot important, it will turn up for sale here so you can buy it back.
Aye, that's simple enough. If you've the coin, that is. What? Oh, you just want alt red? Let's have a look then.
Yeah, so he's actually going to read this for free.
Simple enough. That's dragon here, green scar, Arisen.
Yeah, we knew that part already.
Heart there. The rest is no script, friend, just flourish. This slate's no text. It's a cipher.
Yeah, so it turns out it's those 4 words are the only words on this script on this slate.
Those words relate to. I'm not one of them. I fear that's all I can say, friend. I'm sure you'll find.
Yeah, so I'll just explain this guy a bit more. So forgeries. Give him pretty much any item on this list. Come back in a day, and he'll have a copy of it for you. Things like, say, the pickaxe. You just get a whole new pickaxe, effectively. Magical items or items of special effects. Yeah, you can make forgeries of all kinds of stuff. So the bronze idol, for instance, if we'd end up with a forged bronze idol, which would have the same effect. We get the discount from the shop, but we wouldn't be able to use it for a certain quest later on. The forgeries can be useful if you know what you're doing with them, but it's just a matter of sort of figuring him out, if that makes sense. It's like the port crystal there. I think if you make a forgery of that, you don't get another functioning port crystal, you get a fake port crystal that doesn't work.
Anytime. I'm sure you'll find all you
He's also got items in his shop, so you can buy some fairy stones, a few basic tools, skeleton key, wakestone shard. Now, interesting things are these weapons here. So in the initial release of the game, there was 2 sets of DLCs. One was the Monster Hunter pack. The other, I can't remember what it was called, but these are the weapons that were part of that DLC. The basic idea with them is that each weapon type has 2 weapons with it. So the first for us would be, say, this evil eyesight staff, which does extra damage, pretty weak generally, but does extra damage to evil eye type enemies. Yes, especially effective against any species of eye creature. But it's terrible against everything else. And the Caged Fury. This one has the special effect where the more times we hit an enemy, the more powerful it gets. But if we get hit once, all that power goes away and our stamina drops to nothing. So that's basically how these kind of weapons work here. Is the first one does extra damage to certain enemies. So in this case, the daggers do extra damage to Saurians. The second one has a special effect. So in this case, the daggers glow when treasure is nearby. So there, the bow does extra damage to griffins. And oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, the bow does extra damage to hydras. Or we get this one that lets you get extra XP with each kill she makes. It's used to be much more powerful, but it got nerfed. He also sells some DLC armor, so you can get like this crown or this hood. Just various interesting things. Probably won't be going for it, because while it's quite powerful, it's not really necessary. He does also sell this set of ladies' garb, which actually we do want. For reasons we'll get into later. Yeah, that is so that men can dress as women. There is a reason to do that. And it sells a few other things that let you dress as certain characters. There's a like Mercedes armor complete with the metal boobs. That guy we haven't met yet. That guy we haven't met yet. Yeah, so he sells just all sorts of useful things. As I said, this was all originally DLC stuff, but now we can just buy it. That's quite a nice cape, but again, I won't be buying it. I'll just settle for the set of ladies' garb, which I won't equip yet.
I'm sure you'll find any time.
We meet again, friend.
Someone must know something about this matter. Let's ask around.
Okay, so
Lost and missing have a way of turning that round.
now we need to head this way to find someone else to talk to about this slate. This is now actually a cipher. Okay, so I think this one actually sends us off in the right direction. There we go. Random person in the pub. You can tell me.
Dragon, heart, and scar, is it?
Yep. And Arisen.
Does it have aught to do with that drawing? The figure of hill figure Noel? You know it,
No, I don't actually.
On the hill north of the capital?
Well, I do know, but my character
There's a
doesn't.
scar across the heart. Or chest, at least.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Yeah, so
It's a fair distance to Hill.
there is some kind of giant drawing on the hill to the north of town that looks like a man with a scar on his heart. So we're going to go have a look at it and see if that's got anything to do with our slate. I mean, a scar across the chest would suggest an Arisen. I mean, we did get our heart torn out. So just keep heading this way.
Seems this way leads outside as well.
Yes, I know it does.
Grand Sorin.
What did I just...
Beating heart of all grands.
Did I just spawn out the door in midair?
This.
Yeah, so we're going to be heading up that direction. This is the first time I've gone this way in this file. Yep, so I'll take the road. Normally I just take a shortcut straight across the countryside, but since we're going this way for the first time, I'll take the road. It's just a pawn wandering past. There's a pawn, right?
Even the capital is not without its dangers.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a pawn. You do find random pawns wandering about the place. You can hire them if you want to, but you're generally better off using the rift zones.
Be sure of which will see us to our destination. Stray from the roads and we'll soon find monsters.
You can also smack them about if you want to. They don't do anything.
The roads are safer than the brush.
This bridge here.
Still, we'd best stay wary.
If you come here at night time, there's usually a goblin ambush on it. Also down on that bank there, along the river, there's normally saurians around the place, so you can go and kill them if you want to. Actually, that's the point. I can show this off. Just gonna hop off the bridge here. Ow! And there's a little room in here with some treasure. Favoured flower. Is that a staff for me, or is it a regular staff? Damn. That's just a regular mage staff, not a Arcus staff. Oh well. Would have been nice if that was an Arcus staff, because that would have been a pretty hefty power boost for me. And you know I like me some hefty power boosts. Carla would be able to equip it, I'm not giving it to her. Yes, come on, heal me up.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
Hand over anything of worth you've got.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget about this guy. This is just like a one-time event. Just this one little group of bandits attack you. They don't apparently mean anything. They don't do anything special. They're just regular bandits. I think they're a bit tougher than just regular bandits, actually, but that's it. We never see those guys again.
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Yeah, road splits here, and we want to keep heading this way. You can still see that dungeon over there, in the distance. We will be going there eventually.
Look over there. Is that some...
I just said that. There's some more goblins over there. Just run past them. I said we're running past them.
I'll take that.
And here we're introduced to something new. Snow harpies. As you can probably imagine, they're tougher than regular harpies. But I think they're also resistant to ice, obviously. But fire shreds them. Yes, as long as we can keep spreading fire around, this should be pretty easy. The one thing you've got to watch out for with them is that attack it just did there. Sort of like this ice burst, which can freeze you if you're not careful. And obviously that leaves you open to more attacks if you're frozen. Hey, come back here. Quit limping away. Oh, it's burned to death.
It was a fine scrap.
It'll take more than that.
Okay, we'll keep going this way. I remember the first time I played this game, before I really knew how any of it worked. It took me like an hour to walk this road, because I was so bad at the game that I was dealing no damage to anything. And it's just every single fight was taking me so long to get through just to survive. Whereas now I'm doing this road in like 5 minutes. Mostly because I actually know where all the side quests are and I can do them and be higher level by the time I get to this point. Just found someone's skull. Getting kind of dark. Rather not be outside at night yet.
I see the hold.
Oh, and there's wolves. I can hear them.
Will be red soon enough.
Yeah, so here's another new enemy. Dire wolves. I think as far as I'm aware, they're pretty much the same as the regular wolves, just with higher stats. I don't think they do anything particularly special. Someone gonna pick me up? Thank you. Yeah, so just whatever you do for regular wolves, you can do for these. Again, fire works very nicely against them, so make sure you use that whenever you can.
Anytime.
Yeah, it is actually getting kind of dark out here. I should probably put my lantern on soon. This here is like I said, the Duke's Northern Stronghold.
What's this?
It's not a town, but you can go in there and get a few things if you want to. I'll just be walking past for the minute. If you take a shortcut across the river, you can get... If I just actually go into my map, I can show this off easier. Yeah, so we left Grand Soren there. You can just basically hop across this part of the river and cut out all of that curve there. And obviously then, once you get to here, you can just sprint ahead. As you get higher levels, it gets even easier, so... this road might be kind of long now, but it'll be short later on. Yeah, so Lycia's put her lantern on, I'll put mine on because it's getting dark. It doesn't help that my t-shirt here is actually reflecting on the screen, so I'm having trouble seeing it sometimes. What's that in the distance? Is that a Cyclops? Yeah, there's a Cyclops on the road. Then we could go kill that, I think. Ow, get off. Yeah, that Cyclops doesn't always appear on this road. Oh, jeez. That's bad damage, bad damage. Heal up, heal up. Yeah, these dire wolves can be quite threatening. I know I was acting dismissive of them because they... Don't think that just because they're basic wolves but stronger, that means that you can take them down, but they are quite dangerous. Again, fortunately, spells like Combustion tear straight into them, so... Burn it. Where is it? There's the other one. The other advantage of fire when facing wolves is they stop to roll around if you do set them on fire. Yes, he just rolled over, which gives you does give you those few seconds to keep what do you call it, hitting it. Okay, we can either head up into the hills or we can go take on that Cyclops. I want to take on the Cyclops because I'm an idiot.
Master, the corpses.
What? What do you mean the corpses? I don't see any corpses.
It's larger than a wolf.
Oh dear. More wolves, is it? We just got rid of the last lot of wolves. Where's this one come from? And the undead. This is what I get for being out at night. Let's see the undead anyway. Look, why are you giving me ice? Why are you enchanting me with ice when we're fighting against wolves? You just said it hates fire, but you're giving me ice. I suppose that's the advantage of being a mage type character. There is I can use my own elements regardless of what she gives me. Oh, there's the undead. Okay, are we done? Are we out of the fight? What's left? There's nothing here. Ah. Okay, what I might do is cut this part here, and we'll go fight that Cyclops in the next part, and then carry on to actually do our quest. So, yeah, I'll just do that then.